Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 16 on the rice diet. I have to tell you, so far, I have not cheated at all on this diet, which I think is probably a sign of ease of this diet. It really and truly has been very simple for me to eat rice with vegetables and fruit and salads. It's all food I enjoy, all food that has been very easy for me to consume and to make. So that's kind of cool. I do want to tell you one thing not to make. Learned this tonight, and I'm drinking it anyway, but it's not super awesome. So I took a Korean melon, which is not as sweet as it had been in the past, but definitely sweeter than the last 2 days, and put it in the blender, and I put in like a third of a bag of coleslaw mix, so just cabbage and carrots. Maybe there's onions in there, I don't think so. I think it's just straight up cabbage and carrots. And then I put a cup of orange juice and a cup of water and a cup of ice in it and blended it. And I kind of expected it to just be this like tropical smoothie-ish type thing. It's not super awesome. Maybe it would have been a lot better with just plain spinach. Spinach is pretty mild, and I could definitely taste the cabbage in it, which is fine. I like cabbage, but not really in my tropical drink, I don't think. So I put an extra cup of orange juice in it, which ended up making a very large smoothie. So I have half of it with me today, and I'll have half of it for tomorrow. Probably drink it in the morning when I get home, actually. And hang on a second. Okay. And I wouldn't recommend it at all. It's just nothing like putting a mango with orange juice. I don't know what it is about mangoes and orange juice and spinach, but it is like the perfect combination for a delicious, sweet, tropical smoothie. What I have right now is drinkable. It is drinkable. That's what it is. So I guess it's going to be a soupy kind of week. Yesterday I had my salad and my cabbage soup, and then my oldest daughter had asked me to make more of the French onion soup that I had made, because apparently she was working or something on the one day my husband served it for lunch, and she only got to try it. She didn't actually get to eat any of it. And so she really liked it and she wanted it. So my husband made that for supper tonight. I had bought a whole bunch more onions, so he made that for supper tonight. Went over really well. She loved it. She actually had 2 full bowls. And so I brought that with me for supper. So I'm going to have a salad that I made, and typical. It has a layer of rice and a layer of cabbage, layer of lettuce, raisins, cucumbers, onions. Very normal salad. And then a bowl with maybe about a third of it full of rice, and then 2/3 of it, well, not completely 2/3, but close to 2/3 of it full of French onion soup. So I'm going to have that today, and then tomorrow I'm going to have more of my cabbage soup. So, I mean, I enjoy soup even when it's hot out, especially at work, because it is so cold at work. It is super chilly. I'm constantly running around with a jacket on. It's now August, but it's summertime in Texas, and I'm wearing my scrub top and a long sleeve shirt, and I wear a jacket at work because it's cold. So I don't mind eating soup at work ever. Anyways, but that's about the extent of my meal plan for the day. And I didn't really make anything to show you that I made anything. I would like to make probably just some regular fried rice here pretty soon. That sounds really good to me. Although what I've been eating when I want something just quick and easy to eat, I've been taking like a third of a frozen bag of vegetables, doesn't matter what kind. The last 2 times it's been green beans, but whatever kind of vegetables, putting some rice on top of it, warming it up, and then putting a little tiny bit of better than bouillon, no chicken broth in it, and mixing it in, and that is super fantastic. Like really, really, really tasty. I really enjoy that. So that's been a really easy go-to. I'm hungry, I want to eat something right now. So there you go. Anyways, that's the extent of my knowledge for the day. Well, hopefully not for the day, but for now. And so I will talk to you. Ooh, in the sprinkling rain, and I will talk to you guys later.
Well, hey guys. So I actually just got back from Kroger. I decided on my lunch break, instead of walking, that I would run over to Kroger because I didn't bring any fruit with me, and I am really craving something sweet. And so now is really the only opportunity for me to go and get something that would be sweet. I'm sorry about the lighting in here. It's kind of a little spooky. Ooh, it's a little dark. But anyway, I went and I picked up some grapes, and while I was there, I got a 2-liter of diet root beer. Very naughty. I'm very excited about it. Anyway, so I've been listening to, I don't know if you guys have an Audible membership or not. My husband does, and then every once in a while he downloads a book or something that he thinks I will find interesting. And so the one that I'm listening to right now is actually part of the Great Courses. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that or not, but they have, I mean, literally like anything you could possibly imagine wanting to learn about lecture-wise on there. And then this one is Understanding Genetics, and it is super, super interesting. I'm not even that far into it, but the gentleman who is, the doctor who is doing the presentation, whose name I cannot remember, is a great speaker. He's actually extremely, extremely good at explaining things that are actually somewhat complex. So right now we're only on the section of the history of genes and how they were discovered, and by the monk Mendel, who discovered by doing experiments on pea plants. And it's just really fascinating. It's really neat to know that long ago people were doing experiments on plants to see, you know, what kind of characteristics you can get out of them. And he understood that there were parts coming from the male plant and parts coming from the female plant, and it's just really kind of cool. It's kind of neat. So I'll put a link in the description below in case any of you guys are interested in listening to something like that. Maybe it's just my geeky self and my husband geeky self that really like that kind of thing, but it is really quite interesting if you're looking for something to enrich your brain rather than numb it, which a lot of times I prefer to just read something that I don't have to remember. Just whatever, it doesn't really even matter. A romance novel, a sci-fi novel, whatever, something that I don't have to really pay attention to. It makes no difference whatsoever whether or not I remember the characters or what was going on. That I do tend to read pretty frequently, simply because it's very easy, and like I said, you don't have to remember anything. But every once in a while I want to listen to something that is enriching my brain a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to finish listening to that for probably about another 8 minutes before I go back into work and clock back in and get some work done. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Good morning. I am on my way home, and it is 6:29. Left work just a minute early again. It's great. If you hear my windshield wipers in the background, sorry about that. It is raining like crazy. So I'm wondering if this happens to any of you guys or if it's just me. But I don't drink much diet soda. I really don't. But I bought a 2-liter last night when I went to Kroger to get grapes, and yeah, I drank some, and after I had a drink, I was starving for the rest of the night. I'm still hungry, and I only had a small amount out of the bottle, and it seems like every time I have fake sugar of some sort, because I don't have it in anything else, nothing else that I consume has fake sugar in it, except for the diet root beer that I have maybe on my off week. I probably have it once, maybe twice. And on my week that I work, I typically don't have it at all. But if I do, I'll have it like 3 nights in a row, because I'll buy a 2-liter and then I'll drink a third. And then I won't have it again. So, but it's always the same thing. I'm just starving. I don't get it. I don't know what the fake sugar does to my, I'm not sure if it's to taste buds or if it's to, I mean, I understand that it is a sweetener. So it goes into your mouth and your brain goes, ooh, this is sweet. And then it expects calories, and you don't get any calories. So then your body acts like it's more hungry. But I don't know that it affects other people like this. So I really would like to know if you guys have the same problem if you drink diet soda. I would consider drinking regular soda and just having like a 12-ounce can of it at a time. But I cannot stand the amount of sugar in a soda. It is just way, way, way too sweet for me. So that's not really an option anyway. So yeah, let me know in the description below or in the comments below what you guys think about diet soda and whether it makes you just hungry as all get out, or if maybe it's just me. I don't know. But way home, I have a couple things I need to do this morning. I am going to, I don't really need to cook still because I've got that cabbage soup left over, and even if my kids have some for lunch today, there'll still be enough left over for me to bring for supper tonight, or at least I'll tell my husband that there needs to be. And then have some grapes at work, and then I will make a salad for tonight, so that will take care of all of that. But then I do need to, my oldest son, who's 11, has been in a Monday and Tuesday so far, so just 2 days he's been to. Well, that was crazy. I'm trying to talk to you guys and my phone rings from somebody from Columbia, Ohio. I don't know anyone in Columbia, Ohio, so I declined that phone call. But anyway, as I was saying, was that Preston has been in this programming class, and they're doing programming in some program called Scratch. I don't know. I know nothing about that type of stuff. But he's been making a couple of little computer programs and some games, and he really wants to show me what he's been doing, which is cool. So when I get home today, that's number one priority, if he's not having breakfast, will be to sit down with him and go over his games. So that's pretty cool. And then my number two priority is actually to, I'm going to film the boys. We got our new computers that we had to order. The computers that we currently have they're missing one silly little piece that they need in order for them to use them for their new school, online public school that they're going to be part of, which was really a bummer. So we now have two desktop monitors with the Chrome computer stick plugged into them, and have no need for them whatsoever, and they're practically brand new. They're like 2 years old. Not even 2 years old, like a year and a half old. So, but anyway, so we ordered laptops for the boys, because they have to have, so on the Chromebook, you can get Office, Microsoft Word, and you can have it on your, like an app on your computer for the Chromebook, and so it's no problem, except you cannot get the Microsoft Word publisher. And apparently that is something that they have to have in order to do some kind of a portfolio assessment thing for each of their classes. So we debated not getting new computers and just going ahead and having them use our one desktop upstairs for the few times that they need to work on this portfolio assessment thing. And then we decided that maybe it would just be easier if we went ahead and got the laptop computers, because then if we're traveling or if we go somewhere, the boys can actually do their schoolwork still, because Anthony's cell phone works as a hotspot. So I think that we made the right choice in just going ahead and buying them, and interest-free, no payments you have to make payments, but no interest on it if you make your payments by, I think it's April of 2019. So that's a long time from now. That's, a year and 9 months or something like that from now. So we'll get them paid off before then. But anyway, so I need to film them opening we're going to turn a steering wheel here, guys. I am so sorry because this is obnoxious as all get out. And I do it to you like every day. So there we go. I really should just stop filming in that few seconds that I know I'm going to turn my steering wheel and cut that out and edit it, rather than have you guys be like, do steering wheel time. Maybe I should have a bloopers that is nothing but steering wheel time and me going, oh my gosh, guys, hang on, I'm sorry, hang on. But anyways, so for our other YouTube channel, part of it has to do with the boys and their homeschooling. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to film them opening their new computers, and so that'll be fun for them. My middle one, Connor, he's not really very interested in being on YouTube, like, at all. He said he would like to say hi once in a while, and that's about it. So that's totally fine. My husband must be camera shy too. He doesn't want to be on YouTube either. Anyway, so going to go home, going to look at Scratch programs, whatever that may entail, and I'm going to look at, film some computers being opened and excitement from little boys. And that's what I'm going to do for about an hour, and then I'm going to go to bed, because that's what I need to do so that I can get up and go to work again. Over and over and over for 7 days in a row. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good one. I'm probably going to, just to let you know, probably going to eat again when I get home before I go to bed, which, again, I understand is probably one of the worst things I could do for weight loss. However, consistency is a good thing, so I am going to continue to do so. So if I'm going to lose weight, it's going to have to be in addition to that, or in spite of that, however you want to look at it. So it just is. It just is. Anyway, so let me know in the comments below what you think about the whole diet soda thing. I really kind of think that regular soda, even with all the calories in it, would be the way to go. If you can tolerate that sugar coating on your teeth, which I can't stand, then it might just be a better route, because I have been hungry all night long. It's so obnoxious. So anyway, take care, and I will talk to you again tonight.